Hello and welcome back to our playthrough of the Ocarina of Time 4K. So in our last video, we did everything we needed to do pretty much to get ready to enter Jabu's belly. So today we're going to go ahead and take on that dungeon, starting with talking to this guy. We got to show him the letter, letting him know that Princess Rudel is inside of Jabu. And he's gonna slide out of our way. Basically just blaming Ganondorf for this all happening. So we can pass through to the altar of Jabu. I'll keep this letter, you can keep the bottle it was in. Please find my dear Princess Rudel. I see they haven't improved this at all. We still gotta wait 5 minutes for him to slide over. You good? You done? No more mo-weeps? What an awkward cutscene that is. Alright, so now we're able to enter this area. So it's the Zora's Fountain. Now there is one thing I want to do before we go inside of Jabu. And that's come back here to get the next fairy fountain. So this will be number 3 so far in our playthrough. I don't think we'll really need it, but it's here, so we might as well. It's almost more for like completionist sake than anything. It's one of those walls that doesn't actually have a crack in it to let you know that you need to blow it up though. There's only a couple walls like that. I think there's one in the water temple that's confusing that way. Oh wow, you should go get that checked out. That sounded like it hurt. Welcome, I'm the Great Fairy of Magic. I'll give you a spell, please take it. Alright, we got Pharaohs Wind. Pharaohs Wind? Not sure what it is. Basically, it just lets you warp back to somewhere in the dungeon. I don't think I've ever really used it playing this game, but I've always collected it. I find the only power I really use out of them is probably Din's Fire, and that's largely because you're forced to solve some puzzles. That's enough of that. We're gonna go enter this whale and try and find Princess Rudel. I used to get so lost in this dungeon. Kind of figured it out over time, but always everything looked kind of the same inside there, so trying to figure out which way I was going and in what order used to be very confusing.
Ah! 」
Okay, I hope they didn't upgrade the textures too much in here because this place is kind of gross to begin with. We're inside a whale that's kind of been infected by parasites, so we need to go find the princess. Oh, that's not what we need. We need the slingshot out. Leave us alone, Bubble. The bubbles aren't too annoying. Well, they're annoying. They just don't do a lot of damage. We just gotta watch out for those jellyfish. Even if we hit them with our sword, they'll electrocute us. The bubbles will just knock us around a little bit. They're more annoying than dangerous. You, who are you? I'm Princess Rudel, Princess of the Zoras. What are you saying? My father sent you to find me? I would never ask anyone to do such a thing. Letter in a bottle, I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, I can't go home right now. And you, get out of here, understand? Well, that wasn't smart. Kind of want to go somewhere and save, maybe. Just to make sure this doesn't crash on us. Never really trust texture upgrades and ROM hacks. So I always want to make sure I throw down a lot of saves to be safe. Okay, so we gotta go figure out where Princess Rudel fell to. Alright, so we gotta raise this. I don't want to say water, but whatever this is, we gotta raise it to swim up to the ledge. Also a gold skulltula in here we can collect. Oh, we can't reach that unless we raise this liquid again. Whatever this green stuff we're swimming in, we need to raise it to get up there. Okay, now we can travel on. Go find the princess. She didn't seem to want our help when we found her the first time anyway. Are you still hanging around here? I told you to go away. I'm okay. I've been inside Jabu since she was a kid. Today's a little different. There's electrified jellyfish in here. You're that worried about me, then I will give you the honor of carrying me. But I won't leave until I find what I'm looking for. Okay, so we gotta take her back up to the room she fell down from. We can actually throw her like a projectile weapon too, as long as she doesn't land in like deep water or something. Okay, so we got to throw her up on the ledge, then press the button to get up there ourselves. Okay, these guys, you gotta walk near them to get them to come up. And then once you hit them, you have to wait for them to stop flopping around to hit them again. If you shoot them twice back to back, the second time won't work. Okay, we gotta try and throw her onto this platform. Or maybe we could have jumped carrying her, I'm not sure. I think we might have fallen in the water if we tried to jump with her still on top of us. Oh, I didn't mean to come back this way. I think if we try and walk out of here carrying her, she'll tell us she's not going to leave without her item. But we actually weren't trying to do that. I just went through the wrong door. Okay, so I have to watch out for these holes in the floor. If we step on them, we'll fall back down to that room we were in. Alright, so this is the bulk of the puzzle solving. There's a bunch of rooms here we gotta clear one by one. Alright, so these things again, so we gotta take them out with our slingshot. Alright, just one left, I think. Alright, we got the boomerang. That's going to be the dungeon item. We need to solve puzzles and defeat the boss. Okay, so we gotta leave her on this button to hold it down for us. We have our first one of these enemies. We gotta hit them in their weak spot using the boomerang. So let's equip our boomerang. Pretty simple fight. There's a couple more of those in this area. We're going to have to fight one at a time. Is this going to be the map? Alright, so we have the map. We're just missing the compass. But we got to kill a few more of those same enemies, because that'll help us clear up the room we need to go to. Yeah, she gets upset every time we leave her behind, but we can't solve the puzzle without leaving her behind, so no choice. So yeah, by defeating that thing that was hanging down, it opened up this room. And this one is a timed room where we gotta destroy all the bubbles. And that's going to give us the next chest, which is going to be probably the compass. Since there really isn't keys in these kids' dungeons. Alright, so now we're moving on to the other side of this little puzzle to do the same thing again over there. Okay, so we got a blue one of these hanging down enemies. We got to clear up to open the third pathway. Alright, no puzzle or no chest that time. But that's gonna open up the third hallway that we haven't been to yet. Directly across from the entrance. Alright, this time there's jellyfish and there's another one of these enemies. I'm going to take out the jellyfish first, so we don't get electrocuted fighting this thing. Oh, we're hitting every one except the one we're locked onto. Okay, now we just got to do the same thing to defeat this boss up here. And that should unlock that main room where Princess Rudel first fell down that hole. There was one of these blocking one of the holes in the floor, but it'll be gone now that we've defeated this one. So we're gonna actually backtrack and jump down that hole that we've now opened up. I believe it was this one over here, close to the wall. Alright, we have a boomerang now. We can collect these gold skulltulas. We had no way of getting them earlier. Is there always two side by side in this room? Alright, two more of those. Still haven't gone by the Skulltula house to collect any of our rewards. Okay, this is going to be our mini boss of the dungeon. So she's found her item, which is the Zora's Sapphire, the third spiritual stone we need to open the Temple of Time. So she got it back. But we're gonna have to get it from her at some point. So she was feeding him and he swallowed her and the item, and I guess she dropped it. So she's ready to go home now. But as soon as we move forward, this is gonna happen. What is that, an octopus? Okay, we have a giant Octo Rock to fight. This is kind of a bit of an annoying boss fight. We gotta get behind it, hit it with the boomerang, and then while it's stunned, we gotta slash it with the sword. Trying to catch up to it without hitting the spikes in the middle platform can be tricky. I think I take more damage from the spikes in the platform sometimes than I do from the actual enemy. Rolling's a little bit faster though. Oh, he changed direction. There we go, we got our first hit in on him. So just like that, we gotta hit him from behind with the boomerang, and then we need to hit him with our sword. It's almost faster to take damage and then be right behind him without having to catch up. Come on. Alright, there's hit number 2 on him. Gotta do that a couple more times and he'll be defeated. Oh, some more damage from those spikes. They're just slowly grinding away our health. Okay, I think we only have like 1 or 2 more hits left to get on him and he'll be done for. Okay, I think that was it. I think we got him. Okay, so we gotta find Princess Rudel again and make our way to the boss. Luckily, there's a nice little health refill up here with that fairy. These guys are no problem now that we have the boomerang. So getting to the boss shouldn't be too difficult from here. Alright, this enemy you have to stun with the boomerang, and then you're able to use it as a platform. To do that again before the first one comes back. They're stunned for a little while, but they will come back and hurt you if you don't move quick enough. Alright, that completed the platform, so now we need one of these boxes to get into that room. They were conveniently sitting here waiting for us this whole time. The whale must have swallowed a couple crates at some point. Okay. Let's start by taking out these jellyfish, just so we don't end up getting hurt by them. Can solve the puzzle in this room and get that gold skulltula after these things are all dead. Okay, we're gonna have to go to the Skulltula house in Kakariko to turn all those in some point after this. But we can't go through that door until we open it up. So, the puzzle up here. It's one of those same buttons we've been hitting with the slingshot, but there's a platform in the way, so we have to use the boomerang to do it. Pretty simple puzzle. But again, these early game dungeons should be a little simpler. Alright, boss time. So this is the thing causing problem in Jabu. Bioelectric anemone baronade. So obviously the boomerang is going to be the secret here, since it was the dungeon item of this one. And kind of the way we needed the slingshot for the first dungeon and the bombs for the second dungeon's boss, this one's the boomerang. It's actually kind of interesting that you kill enemies with the boomerang sometimes in this game. In some of the previous games, the boomerang just stunned enemies, but didn't really kill them. Only really like the weakest of enemies could ever be killed with the boomerang before. Alright, so now that they're down, we can hit the boss. He will bring back all those jellyfish at some point, but we're basically trying to damage him with the boomerang. Yeah, so now we gotta hit the bottom of the boss, but he's using these jellyfish to protect him, so getting rid of them is gonna make it a lot easier. Yeah, while they're spinning, they're kind of invulnerable. They're only really possible to hit them when the boss is down and stunned. Kind of a cool boss fight, actually. Alright, so they're down again. Now he's running around attacking us. We gotta hit him with the boomerang again. Really just hitting different parts of the same enemy with the boomerang, except now we get to use the sword a little bit. Okay, that was twice we've chopped them. 1 or 2 more times and it should be the end of them. Gross. Wonder if they'll ever bring back a boss like this one. Like Goma and King Dodongo have been around forever, but we've never seen Baronade ever again. Okay, we got another heart container. And here's Princess Rudel. She looks almost upset we saved her. You're late. What took you so long? I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little. He is the most awkward hero in this game. Weird social interactions with every character he meets. You look so cool. Cooler than I thought you would anyway. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. What do you wish? We need the spiritual stone. You mean the stone of water, Zora's sapphire, don't you? Mother gave it to me and said I should only give it to the man who will be my husband. You might call it the Zora engagement ring. I'll give you my most precious possession, Zora's sapphire. Alright, we got all the stones we need in order to open the Temple of Time. So we're going to be doing that in the next video. You obtain the spiritual stone passed down by the Zoras. We've collected all 3 stones. Go back and see Princess Zelda. I guess we got to do that first, so that'll be our next video, and that's going to do it for today. So thanks for watching our Ocarina of Time video. Come see our next one. Thanks for watching as always. Bye for now.